Welcome, Aquarius, to your 2026 tarot reading. I am going to, well, first off, I'm Veronica. If you haven't been here before, I'm glad to have you. I'm going to do a summary of the year and then a focus on work, career, money, home, that kind of area. And then a focus on relationships, which include love relationships as well. Then I'll pull some extra cards for like what we don't see, what's the most important thing for us to know, maybe the challenges for the year. So I'm going to pull all the cards. I'm going to use different decks for each area so that we can see if there's any light cards. And as I'm shuffling, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. It helps us to connect. It also helps my channel, absolutely. And comments even more so. Comments really do help me to connect to people. I love to see that. Because it allows me to see, even though it's only your icon, there is definitely a connection there. So I appreciate you, and let's get started. 3 cards for Aquarius. The overall energy, 10 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Love that. I'll explain why and why I love the Ace of Pentacles. And then 3 of Cups. Oh, that's a very nice energy coming in. With the wheel at the bottom of the deck, I love that as well. I'm going to put my little clarifier deck right here. Then we have work, career, money, that kind of area, home. See what's going on there. Aquarius 2026. Also, I do personal readings. The link to my emails below, just put personal reading in the subject. Let's keep going. So, what we got? 3 cards. I'm upside down here, so I'm going to move this and I'm going to shuffle it again. Chariot, 9 of Swords. Something's stressing you out a little bit. Hierophant, there's definitely a commitment there with the homework. 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck there. Okay, love, relationships. Let's see what's happening there. Let's look at love and relationships for Aquarius, please. 3 of Pentacles, love that. Wheel, I like that. And Tower, ooh. Hangman at the bottom of the deck there. Okay, now time to pull the other cards. So what will our Aquarius be unaware of, or what will not be seen? Hidden energies for 2026. That is 10 of Swords, which does come out in the first card of the first row. What will be unexpected this year? Unexpected, please. Page of Pentacles. Challenge. Challenge. 9 of Pentacles. Strength. King of Cups. Okay, moving that over there. What is the most important thing for our Aquarius to know for 2026? That little card was hidden. 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, let's get started. No. So we have in the first row, so this is the overall energy for 2026. We've got the 10 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups. So reading this just in summary, you're definitely closing the door to something, putting something to a complete end. But when you do that, you're making room for a new beginning that will really last a long time here with the Ace of Pentacles. And then the 3 of Cups, I feel like it really brings you a lot of joy. There's going to be something really happening coming in. Now, with the wheel at the bottom of the deck for this group of cards, I do feel like it's time. Like you've decided that it's now time for me to shut that door. And it could be just shutting the door on 2025, but there is something here where you're like, no, it's just time. So you could be changing habits. It could be a job. It could be anything. We will take a look. Let's clarify those clarifiers up here. I'm using the Ghost Tarot to clarify. I really like the Ghost Tarot. Okay, tell us about this 10 of Swords for our Aquarius. overall energy. 10 of Swords here. What is this about? 3 cards, please. King of Pentacles. That doesn't feel right. Magician. The card didn't feel right, not the Magician. High Priestess. Really interesting, very spiritual energy, especially with pull up the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's I honestly feel like there could be someone around you that you're putting an end to. I feel like it's the King of Pentacles here. This could be a boss. This could be just someone in your life where you're like, you know what? You're not being honest with me. Sometimes when the Magician comes up, I'm reminded of the sleight of hand. Like the Magician hides things using the sleight of hand. And I feel like that might be the feeling that you have. Like just something is not being, you're not getting honesty or something feels off. And you are definitely, and your gut is telling you, no, I just need to end this right now. Just stop. And it feels pretty sudden to me, but I do feel like the wheel is saying it's time. So, and so maybe the ending will be sudden or but I feel like it's more the thought. Like this just kind of came into your mind going, this just doesn't feel right. There's something off. There's something that I'm not getting here. Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. What is this new beginning for you? Now that you've put an ending to something, what's coming in? You know, you got to put an ending to something. Sometimes that 10 of Swords, putting an ending, leaves more room for new beginnings. What is this Ace of Pentacles? I love that it leads to the 3 of Cups too. So there's that Magician. The Ace of Swords flew out. Let's see what else. That's interesting. 6 of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. So, okay, interesting energy. You know, it could be, I think, once you put an ending to the dishonesty or an ending to you feeling like things aren't, like things being hidden, there's something here that comes out about sharing. So something changes here. It could be the same situation where you put an ending to maybe some things that felt like you weren't getting the truth. And I feel like that comes out because the 6 of Pentacles is really about sharing information. And I feel like with the Knight of Swords is there is just an energy that comes in really fast with this Knight of Swords. And it kind of sets things right. The Knight of Swords may be chaotic, but he has definitely got a plan. And all of the swords do, right? They have that plan. They have that sword. They have that direction. And the detail behind it. But I do feel like, yeah, this could be even you're shutting the door. If this is like a relationship or something, or even work, you're shutting the door on no more dishonesty, no more anything like that. And the Ace of Pentacles is now building a more healthy relationship in this situation. And yes, I do feel like it's some kind of relationship, either with your job or somebody. The 3 of Cups, let's take a look at the 3 of Cups. I mean, that's all about, you know, to me, that's, you know, very joyful type energy, but being around people that you really enjoy. It also could be a celebration of some sort. So tell me about this 3 of Cups. Yeah, there's the 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Page of Swords, Devil at the bottom of the deck. I feel like, you know, you finally feel like you're reaching your you know, whatever you've been working on, you're reaching that. And the 9 of Swords is that kind of stress. Like sometimes when you're almost there, you're at the end of, you know, the journey of seeing what's really coming in, getting your hands on what's really coming in with the 3 of Wands. The 9 of Swords is, oh shoot, this is really happening. And the Page of Swords, though, to me is, this is something that you've worked on, but the reason why the 9 of Swords is because it's almost like that. Oh shit, this is really happening. And you don't expect it to happen this quickly. And I feel like you are definitely celebrating. The Page of Swords, though, does work really hard and has specific goals. Also, Aquarius, this is your, you know, your energy. the being very much like, you know, working really hard and very specific things. So I do feel like you are definitely reaching goals here. It feels like this really huge shift in energy for you, whether you're putting a ending to a relationship of any kind. It might not be the ending of that relationship, it's the ending of the betrayal or dishonesty that you feel is there. It might not even be there, but you feel like it is. And we do have the Nine of Swords showing up in your work and home money. So we have the Chariot, Nine of Swords, and the Hierophant. There could be something coming in here with a move, especially since this is home and work. You know, you might have to travel or move, and it's pretty stressful. So there's something here that's going to really stress you out, and it could be about a move. You've got the Hierophant, which is really about commitment. So you may have to commit to something that you find pretty stressful, but you end up doing it. Um, and it does have to do with move slash travel of some sort. And this is affecting your work home. So if it's a move, this could be about home. If this is work, it could be about travel or having to move for your work. Tell me more about this Chariot, please. Knight of Wands, that's a move card. Knight of Swords is also very fast. And then the King of Pentacles. You know that King of Pentacles was up there as well, clarifying that Ten of Swords. I feel like this definitely feels like move or travel for sure. I mean, I don't always see that with the Chariot. I do a lot, but the Knight of Wands clarifying it with the Knight of Swords, that's a lot of movement energy. These are the two fastest knights that there is, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. With the King of Pentacles, this either is definitely about a relationship with this King of Pentacles, or it's about work, because the King of Pentacles can definitely be a boss, or just even the overall energy of a job, you know, not necessarily a specific person in the job, but just because, you know, it could be just the job, and you might have to move. I really feel like there is energy coming in where you might have to move or travel, and it's stressful. And let's pull some cards on that stress. The Nine of Swords for our Aquarius. There's something interesting that travel's stressing you out, or the move, and that can be stressful because it depends on how much travel. I used to travel a lot for work, and I enjoyed it, but I was single and no kids and no responsibilities. At home, my kids are grown, so it wasn't stressful. But I can see where it can be when you have family and packing bags and doing all those things. I enjoyed it, but I can see where it can be stressful, especially if you have to go where you don't want to go. I used to be able to go where I wanted to go, so I was like lucky in that respect. Nine of Swords, please. Oh, there's that Magician showing up again. Eight of Wands and the World. There is something with this Magician that stresses you out. You have the Nine of Swords here. The Magician showed up with that Ten of Swords as well. There's something here where I think in this case it might feel different. I feel like you may not feel like you have everything you need, and it's stressing you out because of the travel or the move. There is something, the Eight of Wands is also to me about travel or moving, always. And then the World, though, is like, I think what your worry is where is this taking me? Where is this going to take me? Are they being honest? Am I really getting everything I want out of this? Is this going to really take me to the world, take me to my ultimate goals here? So that's what you're stressed about. You're stressed about whether you're getting all the answers. Also, the Magician could be, do I have what it takes? The Eight of Wands is that energy of movement, moving, traveling. The World, of course, I feel like that the Nine of Swords is saying, I'm worried that is this really where I want this to take me? Will it take me where I need it to go? The Emperor, or the blah, 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 the Hierophant, I couldn't say it. The Hierophant in here too is about commitment. It's also about learning. It's also about the higher powers as well, as very spiritual card. Like a priest type person, and I don't want to use priest because we all have different beliefs, but you know, let's see, what is this Hierophant here? Oh, Three of Swords, 10 of Wands, the World. Yeah, you're really worried about this. There's something here where you have to move and it makes you feel sad. And now it's move or travel again. But the 10 of Wands, it's hard. There's something really hard about this with the Three of Swords to the 10 of Wands. And the World is, again, it's showing up. Is this going to, am I going to be able to reach my goals here? I feel like the Hierophant is still that question of making that commitment or not. I think you're being asked to make a commitment and you're not there yet. Will you be? I don't know. I'm not going to read out here, but and we may be able to see more when we look over here, but I'm overall getting the feeling that this is being asked to make a commitment. I feel like you will, but there's still some stress and it's hard. And you just want to be sure that it's you're going to be able to reach your goals here, and that's really, really, really important. So in love and relationships, I really like this. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel, and the Tower. I'm not sure about the Tower yet. We'll get there, but the Three of Pentacles is definitely being around a partner or people, relationships that you feel like, bring out the best in you. And the Wheel is, I feel like all of this kind of combines because I feel like you are around people now, and I feel like the Wheel is saying that you're moving away from that, and that's changing though because there is the Tower coming in, and the reason why I say that is the energies overall are you having to um, change your situation, whether it be travel or move. Like that's really coming in heavy, and when that happens, you feel like it might take you away from people that are important to you with this Three of Pentacles. But there is a change here in this energy as well. So this, I don't feel like this is about love. I feel like it's about career or home or projects or something of that nature. You've got the Hangman at the bottom of the deck here with the Ten of Cups. So this may be you looking at this in a different way. Let's take a look at this Three of Pentacles. You're definitely thinking about like what to do here. There is that the Nine of Cups, the Death card, and the Ten of Swords. you know, there is something about shutting doors with the Ten of Swords showing back up again. The Death card also reaching your dreams and realizing that things need to change. And the Death card is putting an end to something. And I feel like that there's something here with the Three of Pentacles. It's collaboration, it's working together, but you really are headed towards your dreams and you realize that things are changing. And this is what I was saying that you might have, this is something that you might be shutting the door on. This may be an opportunity. If it's a move, you're moving away from people that you care about. If it's a job opportunity, you care about the people that you work with. Tell me more about the Wheel. Yeah, that's kind of hard energy right here. I think that's why you're having a rough time, even though it could be a really, you want to make sure that this is that no one's messing with you. I got the Magician again. Tell me more about this Wheel, please, in relationships. Yeah, Six of Swords. That's another moving card for me. Yeah, you're a little bit worried, but you're moving on, and you know you are that you can do it because you have the strength there. But you are at Five of Wands. You are conflicted about it. It does feel like a little bit of a struggle. Um, Even though I feel like you know this is taking you to a better place, you keep questioning it, and it is a struggle for you. But let's look at this Tower. What does this Tower do for you? Because the Tower it might be a good shift in energy. What is this Tower? What is this Tower bringing in for our Aquarius? Yeah, I'm not taking all of those. Just watch them fall, Karen. Watch them fall. Ten of Cups showed up, but that's a lot of cards showed up. Let's see. 3 cards for this Tower, please. 3 cards for this Tower. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. So the new opportunity is feeling really, really hard, but I think it leads to a new goal here with the 10 of Pentacles showing up as well. And the Ace of Wands is the new opportunity. The 10 of Wands is you being tired because it's feeling very burdensome. But you are headed to a really good, stable place. So this tower is the energy of what the new opportunity is bringing. It's changing things kind of a lot. I feel like you're going through a lot of changes. And I think it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's hard. The Ten of Swords is in what you don't see. I'm gonna clarify this before I even go further because we've had the Ten of Swords show up quite a bit. What is happening? This could be an ending that you don't even realize is happening, and so this change, even though it feels really hard, is absolutely necessary. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and that darn Magician keeps showing its head. So I think this time it's showing you absolutely have the skills. The Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, you're headed in the right direction here. The Magician is that unseen force. And I feel like what's being put to an end is anything hidden. Like that's going to happen and you're not going to see it right away, or you may not see it at all. But know that in the background, things are changing and they're changing for the better. That I feel like that Magician is going to be righted. And I feel like that throughout the reading as well. What will be unexpected is the Page of Pentacles. I think you're going to embrace this more than you expect that you will, because the Page of Pentacles works really hard. So tell me more about this Page of Pentacles. Tell me more. Tell me more. King of Wands, Star, and the Wheel. Again, you're headed in the right direction. I love the Wheel for you. It's showing up quite a bit. The Knight of, or the King of Wands, is passion and energy and motivation and action. The Star is you're working on absolutely being exactly where you need to be. The Star is the ultimate. This is, well, it gives you faith. It's direction. It's your ultimate wishes. It's the best card on the deck. And then followed by the Wheel, and the Wheel is a very spiritual card to me. It's like you are headed in the right direction. You keep going. You're doing all of the right things here. So I feel like unexpectedly you're going to be working really hard, because I feel like you realize all of these things, that this is going to be really good. Yes, things are moving exactly where they should. The Ten of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. You will develop new relationships too, whether it be friendships or love or whatever, what have you, for your particular situation. The Nine of Pentacles is showing up in your challenge. I feel like you're partially having worries that you're not going to be able to do this job or this thing. There's something here where you're feeling inconfident because it's showing up in the challenge. You have to take a moment. Like the advice that comes with this challenge is take a moment and look at everything you've done and everything you've accomplished, because you've probably accomplished a lot more than you think you have. So really take a look at that energy moving forward. We have the King of Cups. I'll clarify this guy in your strength. This could be a person, or this could be your attitude towards things. If you're more go with the flow a little bit, you're definitely yeah, like it's like it's easier to deal with things, but it could be an actual person that's going to be helpful to you. So what is this King of Cups in our Aquarius strength? There's that Knight of Wands again, Page of Swords again, and the Ace of Swords. This is, and then the Hierophant shows up at the bottom of the deck here. So yeah, this could be, you're definitely, this is somebody, and I feel like this is part of the move, the travel. I feel like with the Page of Swords, you understand this. Like this is something you've worked hard on too. Like you've been focused on this. Um, and it could be a person, but I feel like they're going to be helping you, and I think they're helping you reach your goals. This person may also give you complete clarity on something about this situation, the move, the what you've been working on, and all this whole reading. I think there's somebody that comes in that will really sharpen things up for you, make things extremely clear, headed in the right direction, making a commitment that will be worth it. The Two of Pentacles is in that most important thing for you to know. And we have to remember the Two of Pentacles is really about balancing all your life areas. So I think it's important that even if you're feeling stressed, that things will balance out. They will become equal. You may be giving something all your attention in the beginning, but that will kind of, adjust into your day to day where you're feeling like you're not going to lose any other life area by this. I think something big is coming in for you guys. I feel like this opportunity is really big. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles. We've got the Five of Wands. Yeah, the conflict, the Magician. He had the Seven of Swords. When I see the Magician and the Seven of Swords together, that's not a good combo. And then the Five of Wands is that challenge here. The Magician, remember I said it can be sleight of hand, and the Seven of Swords is like a theft, a thief who's stealing things, which is kind of like sleight of hand, taking things or not being honest, being deceitful. I feel like you're really struggling with that. But the key with that Two of Pentacles is this will balance out. This will come into to balance, and even though you feel like there's something here, you really, really feel like you don't have all of the answers. And it could be that you're not supposed to right now, or it could be that you just need to learn them in time. And I think that might be part of it. Let's look at some oracles for you. I'm going to pull the Somnia Oracle, and then we'll pull a Enchanted Map Oracle. What do our Aquarius need to know for 2026? What message, Oracle, do you have? What message do you have? You have the Augur. He's in looks like a bathtub. Let me find it for you, Augur. It says 85. Let's see if that's correct. Sometimes I wrote these down wrong. Yeah, I got it right. So here is the card. The key words are omens, divination, foresight, natural, connection, observation, decryption. So, and not encryption, decryption. Through this unusual form of alchemy, the augur channels the elements into tangled signs, interpreting their patterns with precision. The blindfold signifies his detachment from superficial distractions, enabling him to focus on deeper truths. His insights are practical and rooted in the interplay of forces that govern from beyond the world and the stillness. He becomes a vessel of understanding, offering foresight to those who approach with questions of what might manifest in the future. I think it's also asking you to also not worry about what's going to happen in the future, because you can make that happen. It's interesting to me that the manifest comes up because you've had the Magician also coming up a lot. And I think there's also having faith in yourself that you can make things happen and that you do have the skills. I think that's a really important message for you, especially with that Nine of Pentacles in your challenge. What does the Enchanted Map have for our Aquarius? I felt like I was just being klutzy, so I don't feel like that was the message, but it could have been. It was the Gentle Gardener. What do our Aquarius need to know? What message do you have for our Aquarius? The Compass. I kind of like that. Like, that's an important part of this whole realm. Compass is card 50. I think it's the last card. Nope. I lied. I didn't lie. I just didn't know. Okay. The compass. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. That's very interesting. Let's see what it has to say for advice. Let's see. Know that Spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it'll be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust for your compass. with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. And I do feel like this is true for you because the wheel kept popping up as well. And to me, that's like the true north that have faith that you are on the right direction, even if you're feeling a little bit stagnant or lost. So there you have your 2026 reading, Aquarius. I hope you liked it. Reminder to hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. Take care.